King Viserys' illness confirmed in House of the Dragon. Throughout the entirety of the show so far, we've seen that King Viserys has been keeping an illness a secret from all others out there, other than Otto Hightower and his maesters. However, it was recently confirmed what this so-called illness was that we've all been questioning, so I thought I'd explain the disease that's taken a hold of him, whilst also looking at if and how it could be deadly to him. So let's get into it. Here is King Viserys' illness confirmed in House of the Dragon. Just to let you know, this video will contain spoilers. We first saw that King Viserys was battling something early on in the first episode of the show when it looked as though it was being treated, but there was definitely some intrigue around it. For the most part, we all assumed that it could well have been grayscale due to the fact that it looked as though it was impacting his skin like the disease usually does. It appears as though as the episodes have gone on that it's gotten progressively worse as it's caused him to lose his fingers, grow more sores over his body, with it also looking as though he was in pain when he was bathing. Nobody around him has shown any signs of catching the disease that he has, which also further supports the fact that it's not grayscale, as grayscale is highly contagious. However, despite it not being grayscale, it's recently been confirmed that King Viserys has a form of leprosy. It makes sense that he has this, as when you look at what leprosy is and the symptoms of it, leprosy is an infection that's caused by slow-growing bacteria. It mainly affects the individual's skin, nerves, eyes, and nose. Leprosy is something that's treatable today with medication, but it seems as though back then it was a mystery to what King Viserys was suffering with, and nobody knew how to deal with it. Leprosy isn't a quick killer in the sense that it claims its individuals fast, but in fact it can take several years for a person with the disease to succumb to what it causes. Hence why we've seen King Viserys slowly getting worse every time that there's been a time jump. It started from there being one lesion on his back in episode 1, to him losing fingers and being covered in them in episode 4. It looks as though as we set to embark on episode 5 of the show, the disease will take a stronger hold on him, as it seems as though he collapses, his whole arm looks riddled with it, and he's struggling even more. Otto Hightower has known about this and has been witnessing him getting worse, so he knows that the king's death is probably imminent. Hence why in the preview trailer he told Alicent to prepare for Aegon to be king. Although nobody around the king has been showing any symptoms, leprosy itself is actually contagious, and it's spread more so by longer duration contact with the person who has it. So Alicent would most likely be the person who would have the highest chances of catching it, due to them sharing intimate moments with each other. It can take around 5 years, but as long as 20 years in some cases, for somebody to show any form of symptoms of the disease. So Alicent may feel as though she's okay now, but we could see herself or other members of the council or people that he's closest with developing the very thing that has weakened the king over the next few years. It looks as though the king is getting worse, and to the point where he doesn't have much longer left. Despite him looking as though he's going to succumb to his illness, in the prequel novel by George R.R. Martin, he doesn't have any kind of disease that causes him to die. So this, just like the crab feeder having grayscale, is something that's been developed for the purpose of the TV show, and it's certainly an interesting route to take. So, there you have it. King Viserys' illness confirmed in House of the Dragon. If you want to see more videos on House of the Dragon, such as endings explained, theories and predictions, and character breakdowns, then click on the I button. Or alternatively, you can head over to my channel where you'll find them all. If you'd like to give me a show or movie that you'd like me to review, then head over to my Twitter, @BrainPilot_, and tweet me what show or movie you'd like me to review next. And finally, if you'd like to see what I rate the latest movies that don't quite make the cut to getting a dedicated video, then head over to my Letterboxd profile. It's where I rate the latest releases in real time. How much longer do you think King Viserys is going to last? Leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.